Imagine opening a restaurant in the busiest part of your city. Every single day, thousands of people walk past your door. They stop to take pictures, record videos, and tell their friends how amazing the place looks. Your restaurant becomes one of the most talked about spots online. Millions of people have seen it. But when dinner time arrives, something strange happens. The tables are empty, nobody comes inside, nobody orders a meal, nobody comes back. Now let me ask you a question. Would you call that restaurant successful? Most people would say no. So why do millions of businesses celebrate the exact same thing every day? They celebrate views, followers, likes, shares. They celebrate attention, even when the business itself isn't growing. Somewhere along the way, social media quietly changed the way we define success. And that might be the biggest lie it ever sold us. Before social media, businesses judged success differently. A restaurant measured how many customers returned. A local shop cared about loyal buyers. A consultant built a reputation through referrals. A company celebrated revenue, trust, and long-term relationships. Those were the numbers that mattered. Then social media arrived. Suddenly, success had a new scoreboard. Follower counts, view counts, likes, comments, shares. For the first time, popularity became something everyone could measure instantly. And because those numbers were always visible, they slowly became more important than the numbers that weren't. Trust couldn't be counted. Reputation wasn't displayed on a profile. Customer loyalty didn't appear as a notification. So our attention shifted toward the metrics that made us feel successful, even when they had very little connection to building an actual business. Without realizing it, millions of entrepreneurs stopped chasing customers. They started chasing numbers. Here's where the trap becomes obvious. Think about the businesses you trust the most. Maybe it's the coffee shop you visit every weekend, the mechanic you've recommended to friends, the doctor your family has trusted for years, or the local bakery that somehow remembers your name every time you walk in. None of those businesses earned your trust because they had millions of followers. They earned it because they consistently delivered value. Now think about social media. You've probably seen creators with hundreds of thousands, even millions, of followers who struggle to sell a product or fill a room at an event. At the same time, you've probably met local business owners with just a few thousand followers who are fully booked months in advance. Why? Because followers measure attention. Businesses are built on trust. And those are two completely different things. Attention can disappear overnight. Trust grows slowly. But once it's earned, it keeps working long after the algorithm has moved on. The world's strongest brands understand this difference. Apple doesn't measure success by how many people liked yesterday's post. Costco didn't build one of the most loyal customer bases in the world by chasing viral content. Rolex didn't become a symbol of luxury by posting more often than everyone else. These companies use marketing to get noticed, but they use trust to stay remembered. That's the difference. Social media is incredibly powerful, but it's only the introduction. The real business begins after someone discovers you, when they come back, when they recommend you, when they choose you again, even after seeing dozens of competitors. That's where brands are built, not in the scroll, but in the relationship that follows. So, the next time one of your posts performs well, celebrate it. But don't confuse attention with achievement. 1,000,000 views don't automatically create a $1 million business. A viral post doesn't guarantee loyal customers. And another 1,000 followers don't necessarily make your brand stronger. Instead, ask yourself a different question. If social media disappeared tomorrow, would people still remember my business? Would they know where to find me? Would they trust me enough to come back? Because in the end, businesses aren't built on the attention you borrow. They're built on the trust you earn. And maybe that's the biggest lesson social media never wanted us to learn. Because attention is easy to measure. Trust is much harder to build, but trust is the only one that keeps paying you back. If you enjoy documentaries about business, branding, psychology, and the hidden decisions behind the world's most successful companies, subscribe to Brand Locally. Every week, we uncover another business mystery hiding in plain sight.